Hey guys, it's Jessie Finnefrock or Dean Finn here. I wanted to go ahead and create a video for you that you could reference at any time after the PD. We're going to be going over a lot of information today, so I wanted to make sure you have as many resources as possible. And sometimes, one look at a process of how to do something isn't enough. So hopefully this video can serve you. I'm trying out this new technology called Screencastify. I've never used it before, but it is a free extension that you can add into your Google Chrome. So anybody could add this onto their computer. And as you can see, I'm able to share my entire screen with you while I narrate over it. You can also add in video of yourself. I could enable my webcam right now if I wanted to. I'm just not going to do that because I didn't brush my hair this morning. So sorry, guys. But I could see this being used as a really great tool if you want to create a digital lesson where you, the teacher, are teaching your students directly. There's lots of different tools that you can use along with this. They have lots of tutorials to make it easy for you. And once you create your video, you can it saves automatically to your Google Drive. You can share it directly to your Google Classroom. So it's very easy for you to share this information with students if you wanted to. I'm going to start just by giving a little overview of how to organize your Google Drive. I know that we're jumping right into Google Classroom, but some people might not be really familiar with how to use Google Drive itself, and that's going to be really critical in order for you to use Google Classroom effectively. So in order to open up Google Drive, I just open up a new tab. You can get into it from right here. So anytime you see this little grid, it's going to give you access to any of the Google Suite options. So you've got lots and lots of options in here. If you don't see something you're looking for, you can go to the More option. But as I mentioned, I'm going to go straight into Google Drive just to acclimate you with this homepage. So when you're looking at your homepage, it probably looks something like this for you. You might not have as many folders here as I do. Notice that I have a whole lot of folders here because I'm an organization freak and I like to have everything categorized very easily. So anytime that somebody shares something with you, like that you've received it in your email, you can actually access that over here as well. So if you lost that email, you're looking for something, anything that people have shared with you over time is accessible here. And you can add that to this home page by adding it to your Google Drive. So for example, somebody shared something with me, let's say the outline of the PD that we were working on. When they have shared it with me, there's going to be a little icon up here. It's just taking a moment to load. That will allow me to add it to my drive. So it'll be the little drive icon and a plus sign, and I can click that and it'll say add to my drive. I've already added this to my drive, so you're not seeing that here, but don't get too hung up on that. Ways to organize your homepage. I love to create these folders, and I highly, highly recommend that you create a folder that is dedicated to your Google Classroom. So the way you would do that is you would go to New Folder, and then I'm going to call this Google Classroom Example because I already have a Google Classroom folder that I use for myself. So once I create that folder, it's going to show up in the list of my folders here. And then I can go into that, and anything that I now create inside this folder will stay organized inside this folder. And I think that'll be really helpful for you guys when you're creating materials to put into your Google Drive. I'm going to go ahead and pause here just for a moment because, as I mentioned, I'm using Screencastify for the first time too. And I also don't want this to get too overwhelming. Before I go, I'm going to show you how to create an initial file. So for example, this is my Google Classroom folder. This is where I want to organize my materials that I'm going to be putting into my Google Classroom. So if I wanted to create a basic Google document, I would come over here to the new, I would go to Google Docs. It's going to create a file, and I'll pick up with what to do with this file in my very next video. Thank you guys.